The fifth step to mastering feminine magnetism and activating your sensual attraction is to allow love into your life in all areas. Let people love on you. Let people support you. Let people do it for you. Let people pick up the tab. Patty News, the masterclass is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. So it's 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm in New York, which means it's 7 p.m. Central and 5 p.m. Pacific. But you'll get the masterclass recording as well if you can't make it live or if you can't make it exactly at 8 and you missed a little bit. So you'll have the recording, the replay will be sent to all of those who join the masterclass. But it's at 8 p.m. tonight, okay? So step 5 is to allow, you're welcome, Patty, allow love into your life. That looks like smiling back when people smile at you. That looks like letting other people hold the door for you. That looks like allowing people to take the pressure off of you. That looks like saying yes to help, saying yes to support, not saying, oh, I got it, oh, I can do it, oh, I don't need it, no problem, all of the time. Allow love into your life in every single area. Because the truth is that the love is going to visibly show up in all of the other areas first before it shows up in your intimate relationship area. That's like the last place that it shows up as you're doing the work, as you're taking these steps, as you are activating your feminine energy. It's going to show up in the areas where you're more comfortable with believing that you deserve that. And because when it comes to romance and intimacy and relationships, you have more trauma and more trepidation and more resistance there, it takes longer to show up in your dating and relationship life. So you have to learn to let it in the other areas first. At work, let it in at work. With your family members, let it in with them. With your friendships, let it in with them. On the street with strangers, let the love into your life. And with yourself, start speaking more lovingly to yourself. Start operating in self-love more. Some of you are so mean and angry and disgruntled and in conflict and at war with yourself. And then you think that somebody's going to come into your life and be able to give you love. You're not even going to be able to recognize the love when it shows up because you don't love yourself. You don't operate in love and kindness and care with yourself. So how can you see it in the area you want it in if you are not allowing it in the other areas where it's going to be easier for you to see it at first? Does that make sense? Somebody give me a thumbs up in the comments or a heart or just drop an emoji. Drop whatever your favorite emoji is. If that makes sense to you and that's getting through. Thank you, Miracle B. Thank you, Miss Rachel. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Kiwi's Customs. Thank you, Lightbright. Okay. Thank you, Eleonora. Yes. Okay. So you have to allow love into your life. When you are walking through life and something serendipitous happens, most often the first thing that you think is like, what's the catch? What do they want from me? Begin to recognize that life loves you. That life wants to give you what you want. That life owes you. Life owes you. So this is really about operating with a sense of entitlement, a sense of expectancy. Feminine magnetism draws in effortlessly. You do not have to do anything. But for most women, because you want this instant transition in your romantic and intimate life, you ignore all the other areas of your life where the love is showing up. And you create barriers. Right? I tell you, when the young woman said to me, like, I hate that men find me sexually attractive, I said, well, you're blocking all your blessings, baby. The things that you want can't come to you. If you are uncomfortable in your own body, you have to make peace with your body, babe. You have to make peace with your body. You have to own your sensuality and your sexuality. You can't be afraid of your own power. Because if you're afraid of yourself, you're creating a barrier around yourself and nobody else is going to be able to get through. Okay? So that was step 5. Allow love into your life.